Hello viewers, my name is Constant, Director of Business and Program Development at Vietnam's Graduate School. And today I'll be tackling a few questions I've been receiving from my clients. I've also been receiving these questions from different students, more especially those who have been attending Aviation Aerospace Careers Program. And one of the questions I've received a lot is when is airline business going back to normal? That is one question that I've received a lot. And another question, obviously, I'll be handling with you today is how will COVID-19 be a game changer, the way airlines operate and the way we fly? These are the two questions I'm going to tackle today, and I really hope that you get the best response you can ever get anywhere. But before I can handle the questions, I just want you to make sure you subscribe to this channel so I can be able to also get tomorrow's video. Tomorrow we shall be handling airlines post-COVID-19. Basically what's going to happen to African Airlines post-COVID-19. So straight to the question, when is airline business going to go back to normal? I want to say that airline traffic and revenue will go back to normal when there is a normal state of health. And this normal, by what we mean by a normal state of health, this is when we should have survived COVID, and besides surviving COVID, life will have gone back to normal. That's when you can say that airline business can go back to normal. I also want to say that this will depend on intensive COVID-19 test results, and these results we shall be focusing on the cases positive to COVID-19. We shall also be looking at the mortality rate. We shall also be looking at other factors. For example, if you have found the drug that can obviously help in aid in recovery, if we have the vaccine for COVID-19. These are some of the things basically that will help us maybe recover the quickest or even take longer if actually the test results keep on showing that many people are getting infected and mortality rate keeps on increasing. And obviously if these things go down, then we are able to get the drug, we are able to get the vaccine, and that simply means that the airline business can go back normal as soon as possible. But I also need to say that that's one factor, and this is COVID-19, but then we also have other factors that are which is actually an effect of COVID-19. We realize that during this season of COVID-19 or pandemic, or this COVID-19 pandemic, many people have lost their jobs. Besides losing their jobs, we also realize that many people have spent their savings, which they had kept aside in their accounts. Then leave alone that even those who have not lost their jobs, many of them actually have had pay cuts and stuff like that. And that simply means that actually they have less savings that can be spent in travel. And obviously with such effects COVID-19, with such effect that came with COVID-19, it simply means that we are going to have downward pressure on people's propensity to travel. And I need to say that how long it's going to take us, it's actually, I need to say, it's a problematic long-haul recovery we are going to dive into, and probably it might take 6 months, or it might take 1 year, or even 2 years. And that is my brief response to question number one, which is when is airline business going back to normal? The second question we have is how will COVID-19 be a game changer, the way airlines operate and the way we fly? Now I want to say that airlines are reassessing how they will emerge from this crisis. They are working on a new look that will actually reflect resilience, that will reflect preparedness for any future similar scenario. Now, travelers are actually already showing behavior change. For example, wearing of masks is becoming a common phenomenon. We have social and geographical distancing. That's another thing, obviously, which most of us are adhering to. And we might not see it go away just immediately after we have the cure or we have found a drug for COVID-19. Now, things are also going to change a lot for a while, from airfare to destinations to cabin layout. All these things are going to change. Actually, configurations are likely to change as airlines slash seat capacity and even fly fewer routes. These are some of the changes we may be able to see in the near future. Then besides that, actually we may have pre-flight health checks, and leave alone pre-flight health checks, we may have actually new regulations, obviously health related regulations put in place, and this regulation actually may differ from one country to another. Now this is going to be a game change, the way airlines and actually the way airlines operate and the way we fly. Then besides that, we might find that most airlines cut a few privileges the travelers have had. For example, travelers should also expect less food served 30,000 feet above sea level. Then besides that, this is something that's coming out very clear. We should also expect less business travel due to remote video conferencing, which has proved to be very effective during the COVID-19. Now, I think these are the few things we might see actually happen in airline and the way we fly, and that is my response today. Otherwise, tomorrow we shall be handling the future of African airlines, and I really want you to like our page, subscribe, so that you can be able to view that discussion on the future of airlines in Africa or on African continent. Otherwise, thank you for your time. Please wait for my next video. Please stay safe, stay at home, and I love you. Take care. Thank you very much.